video production begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Community Foundation Spotlight. We appreciate you watching Pac14. I'm Spicer Bell. I'm the president of Community Foundation of the Eastern Shore. And through this series of programs, we highlight the work done by the Community Foundation and a variety of other nonprofit organizations that are making a real difference in our community. Today we're going to highlight some of the Community Foundation programs, and I have with me Erica Joseph, and Erica is the Director of Programs and Development at the Community Foundation. Erica, welcome.
Thank you.
Glad to have you with us.
Pleasure to be here.
Great. Well, we're gonna focus on the Community Foundation today and try to educate some folks. We often get questions about what is it you really do. So we're going to try to answer that question for some folks today.
Well, let's start right at the beginning then. The Community Foundation of the Eastern Shore is a public foundation that serves Somerset, Wicomico, and Worcester County. And people might not know, but there are over 700 community foundations across the country, and the unique feature for each one is that they serve a particular geographic area. And they then, as independent entities that are really donor-driven, the individuals and donors in that community really help shape what the Community Foundation does. And so with the support of literally thousands of donors from this area over the last 26 years or so, we've been able to develop some really wonderful programs to serve nonprofit organizations and really help to match local donors with the types of programs and interests that they're passionate about.
Yeah, we say connecting people with who care with causes that matter. And,
absolutely.
And really, it's exciting to be able to do that. And I know as program officer, you've had a lot of great experiences in doing that. Just what are some of the nonprofit organizations what kind of causes does the Community Foundation get involved with? We have
worked with organizations really across the spectrum, everything from environmental organizations like the Maryland Coastal Bays Program, Salisbury Zoo, to health and human services organizations like Coastal Hospice and MAC Incorporated, arts organizations, Art Institute, Salisbury Wicomico Arts Council, and then the counterpart agencies in other counties. It's really as broad as an individual donor or organization can think on that charitable spectrum. Mm-hmm. Youth organizations, it's really been, it's quite a broad number of organizations. I think the last year or so, each year we distribute grants to more than 300 local nonprofits, mm-hmm. and they're, as wide as you can imagine.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know you've been actively involved in the capacity building efforts of the Community Foundation. What's capacity building?
Well, nonprofit organizations have a lot of work to do within their respective missions. And we're a grant-making organization, and a lot of people know us as that. But nonprofits and community groups need more than just money to help achieve their mission. And so a number of years back, we developed the Eastern Shore Nonprofit Support Center, and we try to provide that other side of things, similar to what a Chamber of Commerce, for example, does for the business community. We have a resource center within our office that has access to really tremendous resources through the Foundation Center, through Board Source, things that organizations need to help develop their boards, create fundraising plans. We also offer a number of training and networking opportunities, because a lot of what organizations locally achieve, they often do that because they're working together. And so those networking opportunities are really, really valuable for helping to make those connections across missions. And we also offer technical assistance grants through our small grants programs, specifically technical mini grants, to help organizations if they need to do a strategic plan, or if they need to develop some kind of staff professional development that's specific to their organization, to help them do what they do, but maybe do it with some new resources or some new skills.
Now, as part of that, you have a number of partnerships. You partner with the Maryland Association of Nonprofit Organizations, partner with the Foundation Center in New York City that you mentioned. You partner with Warwick College, Community College.
We do.
How does that work?
We've had a really wonderful working relationship, and for quite a number of years now with them. One of the I think most effective programs that we've been able to partner with them on is our nonprofit scholarship program. And Warwick Community College offers a wide range of continuing education courses each semester and throughout the summer as well. And so we've been able to help scholarship individuals that are working with or volunteering with nonprofit organizations to take those. Things like computer skills courses, Spanish, leadership development, anything that's within that continuing education program that has a benefit to the nonprofit world. We've probably sent some folks to it.
So if I'm a volunteer at the Red Cross and they got me working on something that I could be more effective at if I knew a spreadsheeting program or something like that, or word processing program, then I could go to Warwick, take the class, and the Community Foundation would fund the course.
Absolutely, and we make it really easy. We provide a voucher up front to the organization so that they can send that individual without having to incur that cost at all.
Mm-hmm. Great, very good. Another part of that effort at the Community Foundation has been the adoption of the Shorecan Volunteer Center. Tell our viewers a little bit about what the Shorecan Volunteer Center is.
Well, it's a relatively recent addition to the Community Foundation's programs and services, but we feel such a tremendous asset to the community. Nonprofits and the Community Foundation as a nonprofit recognizes the value that volunteers bring to our own organization. And Shorecan is a tool and a resource that helps to connect people in the community who might want to give of their time and talent, but maybe don't know exactly where the need is or what organizations really fit with their interests. And so Shorecan is the place to go to find that information. And we've been able to develop an online database which is searchable by different parameters that individuals and groups, civic groups or church groups can go to find specifically the volunteer opportunities that might be right for them.
So if I'm working with a nonprofit, if I'm a leader or a staff member, and I think we could use some volunteers, I can post that to the web via the
You
Shorecan?
can, absolutely. It's shorecan.org, shorecan.org, and the individual nonprofit organization can create a profile. We can assist with that, mm-hmm. So if folks need help, they can contact us, but they get their organization active in the system, and then they can post as many opportunities as they have for volunteers. We have over 100 nonprofits throughout the region that are actively using the system, mm-hmm. and we've been able to help refer out closing in on 400 different volunteers for those volunteer opportunities over the last couple of years.
Right. And Shorecan's doing something right now to encourage volunteers to put in a few extra hours, aren't they?
A few extra hours, and it helps to supplement, volunteer recognition. We know how important that is, and organizations are always looking for new ways to help add to their list of recognition opportunities. So the Summer Stars program is basically a June 15th through September 15th initiative, but it's never too late to get started. Any volunteer who contributes 30 hours during that time period is a Summer Star and will basically be recognized as such and eligible for a really great assortment of prizes that we will have, and will make those awards at a special reception that we're holding in October. Mm-hmm. And individuals can really be the motivation there for becoming a Summer Star, or the organization themselves can help us know about their wonderful volunteers. And there's no worry if your organization isn't in the database. We can get them in, and your hours can count.
So it's not too late to start?
Absolutely not.
And if somebody gets those hours, it's a way for an organization to recognize those volunteers and get recognitions from Shorecan, and opportunity for those volunteers to maybe be eligible for some neat prizes.
Yep,
I
absolutely.
think one of them is going to be a kind of a dinner.
$100 gift card
for local restaurants.
Yep, through the Laura organization. So we're really
great.
Excited about that.
Take the whole family out and party a little bit.
To celebrate, yep, absolutely.
Celebrate being a summer star. So now, as I understand it, that SureCan is soon going to be moving to an even more exciting web presence and database, correct?
Yeah, we are part of the Hands-On Network, and they are creating some really exciting and new web-based tools that are going to allow organizations and volunteers to do even more with that online system. And it's called Hands-On Connect. We'll be working on making that transition. It will be as all of the work, all the difficult work will be done by us, and so it'll be a smooth transition for our nonprofit partners and for the volunteers that are used to using our current system. And we're planning to launch that and go live, so to speak, the 1st of 2012.
Okay, great. Now, you're talking about recognitions. I will use that as a little segue. The Community Foundation at their annual meeting this year is going to be November 4th. Always presents some awards and recognitions that are very important to the nonprofit community. They're kind of like the nonprofit community's Oscars, if you will.
Yeah, and it's really the list of past recipients is really a who's who, and we're always excited to add new organizations to that list every year. The award honoring Richard A. Henson, referred to as the Henson Award, is given out every year, and the Frank Morris Humanitarian Award. And those awards have been part of the Community Foundation for quite some time. The Henson Award recognizes a local nonprofit that really is doing tremendous work in the community, and the Morris Award is to help recognize an individual who is known for their community leadership and philanthropic work, really someone who has gone above and beyond to serve as a leader in the community. And this year, we're really thrilled to be adding to that recognition piece at the annual meeting with the Volunteer of the Year Award. It fits nicely with our sponsorship of the SureCan Volunteer Center, and this is for recognition of a person who is really focused on that service piece, dedicating their time and talent to an organization or a number of organizations that really benefit from that investment of service on that individual's behalf.
Yeah. So if you know someone who is involved with a nonprofit as a volunteer, if you know of a volunteer you think is particularly excels in the quality of service they provide to the community, or if you know that special person who's been that humanitarian leadership model for our community, find out how you can nominate them. Don't just assume somebody else is going to do it. We need people to take the initiative to, all that information is on our website.
All that information's on the website. It's actually, I think, right on the home page now, so that, because we really want people, I think sometimes we think that someone else will nominate them, or that maybe they don't, elevate, to the level, but this is really for, community. And when we say community, it might be, really small. With one organization, but that person's impact has been so great that we want to know about their work and we want to help recognize them.
Yeah, because by recognizing these organizations and individuals, we're recognizing all those people who do such wonderful work to improve the quality of life here on the Lower Shore. Just as an interesting aside, I think we ought to point out that the organization that wins the Henson Award, in addition to a beautiful pewter tray, they get $5,000 to support their work.
They do.
And the individual who is recognized for the Morris Award or the Volunteer of the Year, they're both going to have cash awards given to the nonprofit of their choice.
Which, what a great feeling that is, to be able to get an award, be recognized for your service, and then being able to designate your favorite charity to receive $1,000, which we know is definitely put to good use by the organizations in our community.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. You're watching Community Foundation Spotlight on Pac14. I'm Spicer Bell. I'm the president of Community Foundation of the Eastern Shore. My guest today is Erica Joseph, and she is the director of program and development at the Community Foundation. And we're talking about a broad range of Community Foundation programs. As we're out and about in the community, we do often you get people ask, well, what is it you really do? And we're going to try to cover a little bit of that. And of course, Erica, people are probably tired of seeing my photo in the paper, you on occasion passing out checks. And I have people ask me, where does the money come from? This millions of dollars a year, where's it come from?
Well, the Community Foundation is a benefit to this community simply because of the generosity of the donors in this community, the individuals, the businesses, the families, the groups that have basically invested in this community by partnering with the Community Foundation and establishing funds or making gifts to funds. We have been in existence since 1984, and some of those donors made their gifts in 1984, 1985, and we've been serving as a steward of those resources since that time and growing them for the benefit of the community. We have new donors coming to the foundation and sort of being part of that fabric of what we're doing to serve this community and to help support the valuable work of organizations throughout the region. But it's really because of the generosity of the people in this community, our donors.
I think it's neat. I often describe the Community Foundation to folks as the community's charitable savings account. It's gifts that have been made to the Community Foundation through the work of our boards over the years, tremendous stewardship of that money, and that money has been saved and invested, but the earnings from that money is then reinvested in the community every year. And the last year we were over $4 million went back to the community, it's a remarkable stewardship, because over the 27 years, I think if I'm remembering the numbers correctly, about $70 million have been contributed to the Community Foundation. We've now given back well over $40 million to the community, and yet the current assets, those assets are being held, are in the neighborhood of about $80 million. Mm-hmm. It's great math in anybody's book.
It's really wonderful, and it's the Community Foundation as an organization has benefited from the leadership of a number of really strong board members, advocates for the foundation, a number of different staff members over the years have contributed to help building that resource, and it is a wonderful success story. And the great news about the foundation is it's forever. So those resources that are there, they're serving the community now. We're making grants, we're giving scholarships, and 50 years from now, 100 years from now, the Community Foundation of the Eastern Shore will still be doing that. Still
growing, yeah. 27 years of great success, but we've just got started.
Absolutely.
Really. So I know the Community Foundation, I happened to check before I left the office yesterday, I think we have about 506 funds that we manage or have stewardship for right now. If someone's interested in starting a charitable fund, how do they do it?
We get that question.
Is it tough?
It's not tough. We get that question all the time, and I think
Do you have to be rich?
No. The Community Foundation concept is really to allow people from a wide range of backgrounds to do that charitable giving that they're doing, and to make those investments in the organizations that they are passionate about. You don't have to be a Rockefeller to do that. You don't have to be a millionaire. That's why the Community Foundation is here. We have, the simplest thing to do is to call us, because we enjoy learning about the interests of people and figuring out how we can help make their goals and visions a reality in terms of their charitable activities. But it's a few simple steps. Basically, we want to know from individuals or groups, what is your charitable goal? You know, help us clarify what you're trying to do, what things you care about, and that can be something really specific, like a scholarship or you know, a fund for a specific agency, or it can be very broad. Because then what we do is we talk with you to try to select and identify the right type of fund. You know, we try not to overwhelm you with all the options up front because that may not fit with what your needs are. Then we work to, you know, help identify what are going to be the assets that are going to allow you to establish that fund. Is it something that you're going to need to do over time? Or is it something that you're going to do, you know, with an immediate cash gift or with some kind of gift of appreciated assets, stock or real estate? And once we get those details figured out, then the next part, which sometimes becomes the most challenging part, is naming the fund. Do you want to name it for, you know, a family member? Do you want to, you know, how do you want that to be promoted within the community? And so once we get that figured out, we can make the gift, have that handled, and then really the long-term goal is to work with you to help figure out, you know, what is the future of that fund? How do you want to continue to grow it? Are you trying to, you know, if it's an organization who's created the fund, you know, how are you going to reach out to your donors to get additional gifts? If it's an individual or a family, you know, how can you build that into your estate planning so that fund benefits from what you're doing now, but also as you leave your legacy in the community. So that's sort of the process, but we always encourage people to, you know, just call us, talk to us. We're more than happy, and I think that takes away some of the reservations or the fear that people have that, you know, this is for someone else. Yeah. We have 506 funds, some small, some large, but all of them serve a really valuable role in the community, and we think help to sort of create that legacy for that person who established it.
And each one is a unique story. It really is. I mean, you've been part of many of those conversations, and I've been blessed of the time I've been with the foundation to literally help people give away millions of dollars. And it has always amazed me that, as happy as I am to have helped in the process and see it happen for the community, they're usually the happiest person in the room. You know, certainly giving back to the community can bring you great joy and a feeling of accomplishment, and you don't have to be wealthy to do it. We don't want to let the millionaires have all the fun.
Exactly, because as they say, you know, people contribute to charity for a variety of reasons, but, you know, two of the biggest are because they're asked and because it feels good. And that's true, and we get to sort of benefit from that feel-good part, and of course shine the light on our donors as we help them you know, complete their goals, their charitable goals.
You mentioned, you know, one of the pieces of feedback I get is doing it, you're giving through part of the Community Foundation, you're becoming a part of a community of givers. And our donors at annual meeting, other events and what have you, they love to get together and experience each other's charitable work.
That event is really, I mean, it's the highlight of our year as far as events go. It really is a great opportunity. People who are first-time attendees tell us, you know, that they walk away just having such a heartwarming experience, hearing about all the work that's been done, and it's a good way to introduce yourself to the Community Foundation if you're not that familiar.
Community Foundation does a number of grant programs, and I know, for example, this past year, a lot of your personal work has been work on focusing on issues of homelessness. Highlight a little bit of that work in the couple minutes we have left.
Well, the Community Foundation has, you know, connected with a number of organizations that are doing tremendous work. The Tri-County Alliance for the Homeless, local homeless shelters. You know, all these groups are the ones that are really dedicated to this issue. This is a challenge and a problem that's really hard to get your arms around. It's the issues of homelessness are complex. They're changing. You know, the face of homelessness has transitioned. You know, it's not what people immediately think. It's often mothers with children. It's people that are doubled up or tripled up, you know, so they have a roof over their head, but it's not stable and it's insecure over time. And we've tried to find the piece. You know we can't fix the problem, but we've tried at the Community Foundation to find ways that we can help address and support those groups that are really, you know, doing it 24/7, 365 days a year. And our Community Initiative Committee, you know, jumped right in, and we've been focused on that for over a year now, and trying to identify where are the pieces that we can help identify some common challenges. And we've you know, identified a few that we are working on, that being, you know, issues of transportation, the need for day facilities for individuals to go to. Most of the shelters, because of you know, their own operations, can't have people there, you know, 24 hours a day. So during the day, they need to ask residents and clients to leave. So we recently awarded a $25,000 community initiative grant to the HALO organization, Hope and Life Outreach, to create that day center. And so we feel like we're trying, and we're still, you know, dedicated and committed to the issues and working through them with our nonprofit partners.
Great, great. And Erica, if somebody's interested in applying for a grant program, if they're a nonprofit, or if somebody's interested in starting a fund at the Community Foundation to do their charitable work, how do they get in touch with you?
They get in touch with me. The easiest way is to give me a call at 742-9911. They can also access information on all of, you know, the many facets of the Community Foundation by visiting our website, which is www.cfes.org. And the ShoreCan Volunteer Center is shorecan.org. And so, you know, a couple of different ways, but the phone call is usually the best.
Right. And we always welcome visitors. We're in the East Park Professional Center, which is on the north side of Route 50, near Civic Avenue. You come in off Civic Avenue to Belmont Avenue, and we love to have folks just drop in and visit with us.
We do. It's a great way to introduce ourselves to them.
Great. Well, Erica, thank you for coming in, and I think we covered most of the things we wanted to cover today. I'm looking forward to having you back sometime soon.
Great. Thank you.
Great. And thank you for watching Community Foundation Spotlight. We're going to remind you one more time to help us. We have selection committees of local citizens and board members who make those selections for that Henson, Morris, and Volunteer of the Year award. And if you'll help, we want you to help us make their job tough this year by making sure we have the absolute best qualified individuals and organizations in the community who are nominated for those awards. It's a great way to bring recognition to their work. And as always, we thank you for watching Pac14, and we hope you enjoy Community Foundation Spotlight.
Would you like to see your community organization or nonprofit group featured on Pac14? To get started, contact us at 410-677-5014 or visit our website at www.pac14.org. Pac14 is a great way to connect with your community.